Hey guys, this is Shen and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm here today with my sister Moon.
Hi!
Today we will be discussing about the Watts family murders. Since there are so many information out there as well as a Netflix documentary, we will mostly be discussing about the topic. Are you ready?
Yes?
Christopher Lee Watts and Shanann Catherine Watts were from Spring Lake and Aberdeen, North Carolina. They met in 2010 and were married in Mecklenburg County on November 23rd in 2012. They had two daughters, Bella Marie Watts, born in December 17, 2013, and Celeste Catherine C.C. Watts, born in July 17, 2015. They lived in a 5-bedroom home in Frederick, Colorado, purchased in 2013, and they declared bankruptcy in 2015. Chris was employed by Anadarko Petroleum, while Shanann was an independent representative for the multi-level marketing company Lovell, selling a product called Thrive. At the time of her death, she was 15 weeks pregnant with a son whom they called... At the time of her death, Shanann was 15 weeks pregnant with a son whom they had named Nico Lee Watts. On August 13th, 2018, Shanann returned home from a business trip to Arizona at about 1:48 a.m., dropped by her friend and colleague Nicole Utoff Atkinson. Chris was home with the girls, and later that day, Shanann and the girls were reported missing by Atkinson, who became concerned when Shanann missed a scheduled OBGYN appointment and failed to return text messages. After she missed a business meeting, Atkinson went to the Watts home at about 12:10 p.m. When the doorbell and knocks went unanswered, Atkinson notified Chris, who was at work, and called the Frederick Police Department. An officer arrived to conduct a welfare check at about 1:40 p.m. Chris arrived home and talked with the officer and discussed ways to locate his missing family. During the welfare check, he gave the police officer permission to search the house, but there was no sign of Shanann or the girls. The searchers discovered her purse containing her phone and keys. Her car, which still contained the girls' car seats, was in the garage. Her wedding ring was found on the master bed. FBI and the Colorado Bureau of Investigation joined the investigation the next day, August 14th. Chris initially told he had no idea where Shanann, Bella, or Celeste might be and had not seen his wife since 5:15 a.m. on the 13th when he left for work. He gave interviews to Denver stations KMGH-TV and KUSA-TV outside the house, pleading for their return. Watts was later arrested late on August 15, 2018. He failed a polygraph test and subsequently confessed to murdering Shanann. He asked to speak to his father before confessing. He was having an affair and claimed he asked for a separation from Shanann. During the investigation, he claimed Shanann had strangled the girls in response to his request for separation, and in a fit of rage, he strangled her and then transported the bodies to a remote oil storage site where he worked. The authorities located the body of Watts' family on the property of his former employer Anadarko Petroleum on August 16th. He was fired on August 15th, the day of his arrest. The girls' bodies were found hidden in the oil tanks, and Shanann was buried in a shallow grave nearby. On August 21st, Watts was charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder, including an additional 1 count per child, cited as death of a child who had not yet attained 12 years of age, and the defendant was in a position of trust. Unlawful termination of a pregnancy and 3 counts of tampering with a deceased human body. He was then detained bail at his first court appearance. At a later hearing, his bail was set at $5 million, and him being required to put down 15% to be released. On September 1st, he posted $750,000 and was released pending legal proceedings. Since this case was widely publicized, it got a lot of media attention, such as Dr. Phil's show, and in an interview on Dr. Phil, Watt's lawyer claimed that he confessed to killing Shanann after an argument regarding divorce. During the murder, Bella walked in. He then told that Shanann was sick. He loaded Shanann's body and the girls without their car seats into the back seat of his work truck. Later, he smothered them one after the other with their blanket. Watts pleaded guilty to the murder on November 6th. The death penalty was not put forward by the district attorney on the request of Shanann's family, who did not wish for any further deaths. The court was supportive of the decision to accept the plea deal. On November 19th, he was sentenced to 5 life sentences, 3 consecutive and 2 concurrent, without the possibility of parole. And on top of that, he received an additional 48 years for the unlawful termination of Shanann's pregnancy and 36 years for 3 charges of tampering with a deceased body. After this, he had his $5 million bail revoked and was immediately remanded to custody. On December 3rd, 2018, Watts was moved to an out-of-state location due to security concerns. On December 5th, 2018, he arrived at the Dodge Correctional Institution, a maximum security prison in Waupun, Wisconsin, to continue serving his life sentences. So far, that's all we know for the time being. If you guys want to know more about the case, you guys should watch the Netflix documentary. No, I'm not sponsored yet, so you guys should go and watch it. What's your take on it?
Well, that was long, don't you think? But I guess we all know about it thanks to the Netflix series. However, yeah, I think we all have questions about this case, or rather we want to know more, discuss more about this case.
Yeah, it's true. But it's not only, we have been following this case since 2018.
Yeah, actually
right?
I remember that. I remember following this case as it was going on, which is why it's very interesting to me. Also because the case was so unexpected. I mean, you just don't expect a father to act like that.
Of course not, no.
Yeah, father or husband, yeah.
But apparently it's, there are a lot of cases like this, and a lot of them doesn't get solved as fast as this one got solved.
It's not so much that it got solved, it's just that why he did it. Because at the end of the day, his only excuse was that he found someone new. But he could have divorced her, his wife.
That was everyone.
Right? Yeah. So let's start from the beginning, okay? They have known each other, I think you said they met in 2010?
Yeah.
So, and she was murdered in 2018.
Yeah.
So that's 8 years, right?
And 2 kids.
Yes.
Almost 3 kids.
You have known someone for so long. And again, like, while I did follow the story, I did get more insight Netflix show. And what I understood after seeing that show, given that we got some more information from there, such as the text messages that Shanann and Chris kept sending each other.
Yeah.
And he seemed, even till the end, he seemed so nice that there was no way you would know that this guy was capable of murdering his whole family.
Yeah, it was a shock. A lot of people did not like her at first, right?
But I think it was because in the beginning we didn't know her side of the story, or how she was reacting, or how much she loved him. Because all we got are her videos online, which I admit I've never seen them, her social media posts. But I think in those posts she comes across as very assertive, and he seems to follow what she's saying or she's asking him to do. So that makes him seem very submissive.
I think he liked that. I think he liked, not because it's submissive. No. I don't know about that, actually. I don't know. But I think he liked being directed so that he didn't have to do much. It felt lazy almost.
As I said, they had known each other for 8 years. They married 2 years within meeting each other. I think they married in 2012.
Yeah.
And then they had those kids. 2 kids, I think, 13 and 15, were they?
Yeah. They weren't 13 and 15.
No, I mean, they were born in 2013 and 2015,
yes, yeah.
right? Anyway, so she has like 2 kids with him and another one on the way. And this is a question that we probably never know the answer. Like, did she ever suspect? Did he ever do anything that...
I think she did suspect. Remember, spoiler alert, 5 weeks before her murder, right? She kind of felt that he felt distance.
5 weeks that she wasn't home. I think she met up with his mother as well. And she texted him about when his mom made this food for their kids, and the foods had the ingredients that caused one of her daughters
it was
to
the
have
ice
allergy.
cream, and one of the kids had nut allergy.
Yeah, I don't remember the nut, but I remember that she had food allergy and the ingredients were present in that food. And she texted him, and then in the Netflix show, I saw that he also texted back, and he was completely supportive of her.
Supportive of the mother, right?
Of his wife.
Of his wife, okay.
Yeah, so that was surprising to me, because this man, he seemed so devoted to his wife, to his children. Okay, maybe he was acting, or maybe this man is capable of cheating, but the surprising or the shocking fact was that I don't think she would have ever foreseen that this man was capable of murdering her.
I wouldn't have either.
I think watching the Netflix show made me appreciate the story more. Gave me a lot of background on what was going on.
There are a lot of videos out there on YouTube about this case. Netflix one, if you want just the summary of it, it's a good place to start.
I guess that's why it I didn't watch any other videos, but I liked the Netflix show because it was very detailed and very easy to follow what was happening.
Oh yeah.
From the beginning, and you realize that
it also gave you a timeline and all the text from that timeline.
And also you realize that how important it is to have really good friends or neighbors.
Yes, I love that friend. We all need a friend like Nicole.
Exactly. Because one of the things I felt after I saw that show is that Chris Watts did not expect anyone to realize that his wife went missing so soon after. He unenrolled the kids from the school.
Yeah.
And then he tried to sell his house.
Big mistake, right?
And he talked to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think
he talked to his girlfriend talking about moving in together or something.
But all this shows that he probably wasn't planning anyone finding out that his wife is missing.
He thought that nobody would find out the messages or the calls.
I feel like he was such a selfish man that he really didn't think that there was, just because he did not care about his wife, that maybe there weren't anyone else who would care about his wife too.
He probably did not.
When the crime originally happened, I was interested, and then I followed he confessed and then he was sentenced. That was about it all. I didn't know all the story.
You didn't know the details.
Yeah. So then we saw that how helpful the neighbor was as well.
Yeah.
Not just because that he had CCTV camera, but I mean,
he also picked up like
the behavior of the neighbor.
Behavior.
I feel like he was not expecting the police to be aware of Shanann and his kids being missing so soon.
Yeah.
This Watts did let everyone enter his house. He seemed very nervous, which I guess one would be even if you're not a murderer and your family goes missing.
No, I wouldn't be nervous. I would be
sad,
worried.
Right? Well, yeah, sad and worried. Remember that he kept sending messages to Shanann, asking her about where she was or everything.
Also knowing that the phone was at home.
Yeah, okay, I get it that he was pretending because he obviously didn't want to give away that he's the murderer. But doing that right in front of the police, again, it's a speculation. I don't know whether he did it or not.
Also, why didn't he call? Why are you texting? If they're missing, just give them a call. You know how Nicole beside him was giving everyone a call? Do that. Why are you texting? If they're missing, don't text.
I think he was worried. I think if he really came back after just burying them, I think he and getting the call that the police are over his house, I think he was confused at what he should be doing. I mean, obviously he was pretending that he's worried about his missing family.
And also, I think he was avoiding eye contact because messaging takes time, and you're looking at the phone, so he doesn't have to look at the police and talk to him directly, right?
Yeah, that probably makes sense too.
Right. He was buying time.
He did put up a very good act while the police were around on that very first day.
Yeah.
I remember him appearing on local TV.
Yeah,
that's
another mistake.
No, but I don't know what even was going on in his mind. I guess he just wanted sympathy.
He probably did. He definitely wanted sympathy.
Yeah, or I mean...
And people sympathized with him too.
Yeah, but he already knows that he's guilty. So it was probably trying to divert the attention of the viewers to show that he wasn't guilty.
I think he can change his personality according to the situation.
That's interesting.
But on purpose. No.
I don't think he was his usual self with both the women. I think depending on the personalities of the women, he were
different.
Yeah. But I think the dad kind of initiated it. That did Shanann do something? Did he do it in a fit of rage? And then Chris kind of...
No, I think also the officers also implied that...
I think at that moment, Chris was grabbing onto whatever he could. At that point, he knows that he can't just keep denying that he's innocent.
Yeah.
He changed his behavior as the case progressed to suit himself. Apparently, he killed the kids first in their room, on their beds, and then he tried to kill Shanann, and then of course succeeded. But then he discovered when his kids came to his room after he murdered Shanann that he didn't succeed the first time in killing the children. That means he had to do it twice.
Yeah.
And again, the kids were very young, but these kids had to go through this whole trauma twice. So how about the sentencing? Do you think it was appropriate? Do you think he deserved the death penalty?
Would have gotten the death penalty?
I'm actually happy that he didn't, because it would have been too quick. I think it's good that he's behind bars for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but I feel like he didn't let his kids grow old.
He was, not even 40, right?
Yeah.
So he will be spending the rest of his life behind bars and thinking about it, wondering if it was really worth it, because he never really got that new life he wanted so much.
I guess.
And he will have a long time to wait and think about how it was wrong.
I don't think he feels bad. Him being alive or dead, it wouldn't really matter, because...
No, but surely it would eat up at him that, it was all for nothing.
If it did, if he felt that guilt, he wouldn't have killed his children.
Maybe. But now I just hope that he doesn't get off on good behavior or something. I mean, he is serving 5 life sentences, so I hope that till death he serves behind the bars.
Yeah, true. And it is a possibility that he would have good behavior because
he's actually manipulative enough to actually try that.
He seemed very spoiled, and he just wanted to eliminate his problems, and to him Shanann felt like a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and instead of facing that problem and facing that confrontation, he just felt like they shouldn't exist, just erase the problem completely. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I feel like this was a long one. And thank you Moon for joining me today.
It was really good to be here today.
If you guys like what I'm drawing here, you can check out the finished piece on my Instagram. Link will be down below. And if you want to purchase the digital print in full resolution for a small price, you can check out my Etsy shop. There will be a Linktree link for all my social media and shops, but I will also put the shop link and Instagram link down in the description. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you would like me to discuss a specific true crime or supernatural story, anything you want. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and if you are already subscribed, click the bell button to be notified in the future. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.